Okay, another unboxing of these envelopes. Now, couple things. One, I have had a little extra time on my hands. Been contemplating life a lot, as I've talked about in my motivational and my appreciation video and on the live streams and things like that. So I've also been spending a little bit of money and buying some silly stuff on the interwebs. Case in point. I don't know if it's silly or not. I haven't opened it yet, so we'll see in a minute. But I've already returned some other stuff. I have something else that came in today that's not knife related or nothing. That's why I didn't unbox it. But that I've already emailed them asking how to return it because it's junk. It's just junk. So this is a knife and a clip for the sheath. It's a fixed blade. Okay. The reason why it's in two different deliveries is I ordered the knife and totally forgot to get the clip because it's sold separately, which you'll see in a minute why I could forget that. 5 minutes later, I ordered this. This came a few days ago. This came a few days after this, whatever. I do not recommend ever shipping a knife in an envelope for a couple of reasons. One, it could just get damaged. It could get thrown underneath other boxes in the delivery truck and get damaged. Two, well, this envelope is pretty much completely open. Like they used the sticky stuff, but it could easily, I don't even know that I need an unboxing knife because the only thing holding this closed is the shipping label. And that concerns me. Okay? This is why you don't ship a knife this way. Now, this did come from a company, Bone Tactical. I don't know if you guys have seen them on the internet, on Instagram or not, but they make some equipment and tactical type of knives and keychains and knuckles and that sort of stuff. And when I first kind of found out about him maybe a year or two ago, this one is actually a little bit more difficult to open just because it's smaller, so you can't really get your fingers in there. He had kind of a weird story. Like he was hiding from the United States government and filming in some discreet locations. And I don't know, it was really weird. So I kind of like followed along, if you will, I guess. Yeah, it's weird. And then he made some other knives and stuff that I looked at that were super expensive. And I thought that was crazy. So the reason why I forgot the sheath or the clip the first time is because it's a neck knife. I don't really do the neck knife thing. So I opted for the plastic Kydex sheath. Well, now this is very interesting. So the whole premise behind this knife is that it is non-metallic and it is called the Ghost knife. Okay? And so it is specifically designed for NPE, non-permissive environments. But that suspiciously looks like metal around those eyelets of the clip. So is this another thing I'm going to need to return because it's a silly thing? I don't know. All right. The material of the knife is a zirconia ceramic, which they claim is harder than steel. And so do not take this through an x-ray machine at the airport because it will come up on that. Now, it may not come up in a standard metal detector that you walk through. It's got good retention. I think that and I'm kind of nitpicking here, okay? I don't mean to be that guy, but this is just not really finished very well, in my opinion. So I don't like that. But in my application, I would have to take this all off anyway to put this on. This, which way would I put it on? I guess I'd put it on this way. So it becomes an inside the waistband carry if I were going to do it. They didn't have any black ones in stock, so I got the brown or tan, which more closely matches my belt anyway. So I was okay with that. The retention on this is pretty good. Like it's there. It's not going to fall out. Yeah, let's see how it cuts. But again, I don't know that this is something for everybody. It does cut pretty well. It's supposed to be, like I said, harder than steel. It's not cutting the cardboard really well because it's a very small piece and I can't really grab it very hard. But it is more brittle than steel. So if you're going to do any kind of prying with this or anything like that, this could break. However, it's why it kind of came in different pieces. You can buy this as just this alone here is like $49, $10 for the clip. But let's say I break this, or I'm outside of an event and I'm going to get caught with it and I toss it in the bushes and it's gone forever. You can just go to their website and you can buy just the knife for $14, $14.95 or whatever it is. It's $15. And then when you get that, you can just put it back into your normal sheath that you owned from before. So that's kind of cool. They also call it a ghost gun, a ghost knife, because there's no markings, there's no branding, there's no nothing on it. And I'll get into all the details when I do a full video, because I'll do a full video on it. I don't know if it's a keeper right now. I need to check these eyelets on this clip. I don't know. I mean, it's $50. It's probably going to be a keeper just because it's probably more of a hassle to send back. And it's a little bit of novelty-ish. So I will probably keep it. So I will do a full video on it shortly. So stay tuned for that. And I'll get into all the other details about it. All right. Thanks, guys. I rambled a little bit, but you get it. Come back for the next video and let me know your thoughts.